is the Midnight Raven, and today we're going to do a swatching video. I love swatching makeup. I would test it on my eyes, but it takes so long to put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off. So today we are going to test the PS Shadow and Shade, the Smokey edit. So I recently went to Primark, wasn't really looking for anything to be fair, but I do love a smoky eye, whether it's Halloween, day to day, Saturday night. And this is the PS. It cost me £2.50, which isn't bad. And it's the Smokey Edit eyeshadow. So this is going to be really cool. It is sealed, which is awesome. Also, I will show you what I'm going to use to swatch them with, because everyone's always interested. This time we are doing these brushes. They're not Primark brushes. I know. I have Primark brushes somewhere. Can I find them? These are Wilko's sponge applicators, and these are in black, which is weird because most applicator brushes I bought recently, like from Primark, have been in white. So this does make a change. These were really cheap. I think they were like £1 or something. They were ever so cheap. You get 20 in here. Brilliant. So 20 two-sided. So that's going to be awesome because we're going to need them. So in the eyeshadow palette, which we will go to next, if we just open it up, oh, it looks really tiny. Tiny. Bit of dust. Really tiny. But we do have shadow and shade. So we have some of these are glittery, as you can see, yeah, and here. And some of these have just a shimmer, which is like these ones at the top. And then you have just a couple, like this black one down here, that has none at all. So we have like glittery, shimmery, and matte, should we call? So we've got the two glittery ones down here. As you can see, they do show off more. Then we have some lighter ones here that don't have much glitter. And then we have some here that are also matte. So we have a good selection of light undercoats. Then we have like a top coat. And then we've got something to give a bit of shimmer as well. So we have 9 in this palette. The palette itself ranges from these light colours here. Then in the middle, you've got more like smoky greys and browns. And then just to give it a pop of colour, we've got this blue kind of gunmetal. And then we have this kind of sparkly, I want to say pinky hue to it. So we're going to get 9 brushes ready. And then we're going to do some swatching. If you haven't watched my channel before, I don't always do makeup videos. Anyone will tell you I am not a wizard when it comes to makeup. I don't tend to wear makeup. I know, come on, a girl doing a makeup video on YouTube doesn't wear makeup. I don't find it a necessity to wear makeup like all the time, you know. I can't go out the door without makeup on. I can't leave the house, you know. I'll come out in hives or something. That's just not me. I find makeup can be fun, worn for occasions, worn for Halloween, dressing up. But day to day, spending 2 or 3 hours whacking on makeup just to leave the house. You know, some of the school mum runs I've seen before, they literally look like they're dolled up to go to a club with the makeup they put on in the morning. It's good to look nice, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not good to look nice. But who has that time? You know? So we're going to try the lighter colours first, and then we're going to work up to these shimmers at the end. And what we tend to do is we test it on my arm, because we could put it on my face repeatedly, but I have eczema, so we have to be careful on how much we use, or I just break out. So we do the arm swatching. I know it's not everyone's thing, but it's my thing. Let it go. So we're going to try the lighter one first, and then we're going to work our way up. We're going to check everything to how it shows, whether it falls apart, whether it gives a good likeness to the colour in the palette, which is what pet peeves me sometimes. The colour in the palette, and you put it on your arm, and you're like, okay. So this is the light colour. This is the lightest one in it, and it's basically like basically like a powder cream. It's the top one. So we have a nice light coat. You're going to need a nice light coat. I've lost the brush. Okay, lost the brush. Brush down. Just like that. If you haven't watched one of my makeup videos before, prepare to laugh your ass off. Next, we're going to try this grey one in the middle. Oh, I love my videos. If you haven't watched my channel before, do leave your name down below. Or even subscribe to me. Oh, even better, subscribe to me. Become one of us. Join the Raven Crew. The Raven Crew is actually called a murder because that's actually what a group of ravens is called. But don't feel like you have to join in. So this is the grey. It doesn't show up very well. I don't know if it move my arm. The grey doesn't show up as well, and these brushes are not the best. They actually are. I do love a Primark brush. I must say, I am. I just put this on my lap because there is stuff falling out. I do love Primark stuff. So then we're going to try this matte grey. It's kind of a matte browny grey. It is literally just breaking apart, which is what we always love about palettes. We love some palettes that just seem to crumble. So this is the grey. Now I must say that grey, although it looks really light in there, it's actually come out really dark on my arm, which is the thing with makeup because everyone is different. You learn that in makeup that a colour on someone's skin will look different on everybody else's. Your skin is different to somebody else's. My skin's actually two-toned. I'm pure white on one side, and then I am olive on the other. So if I bought makeup for myself, my face is generally quite pale, but then my arms are olive, my legs are pale white, so I'm like mixed. My whole body can't decide what colour it wants to be. So the next one we're going to try is we're going to try this glittery grey here. It's got more of a sheen to it. I'm going to put it next to the last grey. These applicator brushes are horrible. Just to let you know, I much prefer Primark. So this is the other grey. So we are following a contrast of grey at the minute. It does look a bit bleak for this palette, but to go for the smoky eye, you need to layer some greys. So in the middle, another grey. Again, I knew it's another grey, but this is a shimmery grey. And we do love a shimmer. Oh, what a surprise. The shimmery ones always break up. I don't know what it is, but in cheap palettes, they always seem to fall apart. Right, there's another grey. Again, it looks alright. It's like a gunmetal grey. Nothing wrong with a gunmetal grey. I wear them quite often. The palette itself is taking a beating. It's falling apart. I think it's these. These are cheap and horrible, but they work well for a video. Next, we're going to try what looks like a beige brown. It's like a beige brown. It looks like a kind of mocha, kind of beigey colour. These brushes are just the worst. They are breaking on my palette and they are tearing my arm. Do not buy Wilko's brushes. Here we go. Again, a nice brown colour. I'm feeling this brown. It's very light. It's like a taupe. Think of a taupe brown. So it's not bad. Again, the palette is crumbling. Right, next on the agenda is a black. Because you cannot do a smoky eye without a black. I mean, smoky eye is generally a white underlayer, a grey over the top, and then to give it the smoky effect, you're going to need a black or a very dark grey. So here we have, once again, the black is probably the best one so far. Black is probably the easiest colour to get on your skin. I don't know why, but it just seems to flow. The next colour is this glittery black. Now the question will be, will the purple glitter or the pinky glitter show up when it's on your arm? Question is, looks nice in the palette, does it show on your arm though? Does it have the glitter? Hashtag will it glitter? Oh. So there it is. Will it glitter? Slightly. There is a hint, a tint of glitter there. In the palette, it doesn't look too bad. There's a hint of glitter. I wouldn't say it's like glitter explosion, but as you move your arm around, you probably don't see it on the camera, but as you move your arm around, there's like tints of little pieces of glitter in it, which is fine, you know, if you don't want it in your face, you know. And then the last of all we are trying is this glittery blue. Once again, the question is, will it glitter? Hashtag will it glitter? Eyeshadows always claim that they have glitter in, and the question is, but they may have glitter in the palette, but does the glitter then go to your skin? And on this one, I would say it's less glittery, but it could be due to what you get in the palette and whether it goes on your arm at the time. So there is the glittery blue. It doesn't really have a shimmer, but obviously the glitter is selective in the palette. So we have a lot of breakage here. Ooh. So, showing the palette again, this is the destruction. I don't think the palette broke up necessarily due to being the palette. I think the brushes I used were terrible. Buying Primark brushes, not Wilko's. Wilko's brushes are alright, but I don't think they... I think you'll find that the makeup brushes that Primark use are kind of designed for their makeup, maybe. So the colours themselves for the Smokey edit, how do we feel? Do we like them? I mean, I love a good black, I love a grey. The palette itself is travel size, is nice. You can see we didn't get too much breakup. It's more the ones that sheen. As I've always said before, the sheeny ones or the glittery ones always break up more. I don't know why. The colour themselves on my arm, we go from a light down here and we work our way up to mid greys, and then we work our way up to the darks, and then we've got these two here which are meant to sparkle, which don't really. It's just another black, to be fair, and another grey, but it does look kind of cool. If you want to buy this yourself, I don't know if they've still got them in Primark. I bought this maybe 2 weeks ago. It's the Shadow and Shade Smokey edit, and it was only £2.50. It's a good travel size. You could just throw it in your handbag or throw it in your travel bag. So it's a nice size. I love a smoky eye. I can't really do a smoky eye. For me, I would just throw some colours on and see what happens. It's a bit how makeup is, to be fair, for me. But if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so. If you want to follow me on my social media, I have a Twitter. So you can follow me there at the Midnight Raven. If you want to watch any more of these videos, I do have a playlist. I will link it at the end. I will link details about the palette down below. If you want to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe for more, that would be awesome. And I will see you very soon for another try-on video. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye.